How's it, everybody? Celtic Link here. We're back for another Dokkan battle video. In today's video, we have the 85th virtual Dokkan Ultimate Clash. And for this round, we're going to be doing a little special challenge. As always, we like to do little category challenges to break up the monotony a little bit of Ultimate Clash, but ultimately show you how you can utilize different teams to get yourselves those sweet Dragonstone rewards so you can start building up your savings count for the next big summon event. So for this one, we're going to have a little fun. We're going to do a category challenge with a twist. We're going to utilize some of the same categories we used before, only this time we're going to add an additional requirement that each team must have at least 2 free-to-play units. Not only does this add a level of challenge, but for those of you who may be lacking or struggling to build some teams to take on this event, this just might help you. So let's go ahead, let's jump on into the first stage here, which is against the Yaijarobe. So always you want to make sure when you are taking down the stages, always check the boss info first so you can see what you're dealing with. So it's a very basic boss. We have stunning, immunity to stunning, evasion, and reduction of damage, which means he can be sealed, but not that big of a deal for the first stage. Now, as always with these, I will drop in the description the timestamps and the challenges in the description so you can see what teams that we used as we call them out throughout this video. So let's go ahead, let's jump on into the first one here. So our first challenge is going to have us use the we're going to use the Wicked Bloodline, right? So we're going to use our cooler squad for the first one just because they are a bit weaker compared to some of the other free-to-play teams, given the fact that we can only use a certain lead. So I believe he's the regular one. Okay, and then the rest of these put here. So we're going to utilize free-to-play teams. As always, I recommend using all your free-to-play teams up in the beginning to ensure that you have the best possible advantage with utilizing your actual good summonable teams for later portions of the event. So alright, let's go ahead, let's pop our SCR1 in front. He's going to have the biggest advantage, having type advantage and all. We're going to grab that. We're going to grab this with our tech one, and then we'll send off our AGL with those. So really, really easy one here. Oh, we are taking a super first thing, but with type advantage, we're okay. Yeah, so that's the thing about Clash, right? Type advantage makes a big deal, which is why we don't usually... You could do monotype teams, and you could build monotype teams around categories nowadays. It's pretty easy to do so, but I like to have a little fun. I feel like the categories add a little interesting piece of challenge here. So first stage done, no problems whatsoever with the first stage as anticipated. So up next we have the meta Rildo, and so for him we're going to use our free-to-play Bardock squads. Let's go Team Bardock and let's set that up. So again, we're utilizing our lower teams because the best they have is a 130 and a 77. So with this, we can at least ensure that the easier bosses are handled by these guys. So all right. With his damage reduction, I'm pretty sure we can put a STR Bardock in the front. He's probably the best choice here. Now, Rildo here can be both, can be attack lowered, defense lowered, and stunned. Or not stunned, sealed. So, yeah, see, perfect. Bardock could handle that with his damage reduction since we have a full Bardock squad. Probably not going to do a whole lot, but that's okay. We did get the seal, though, and that's what's important. So now we don't have to worry about a super on this guy from anyone else. The HP is weak enough here that it shouldn't really matter. I mean, most clashes have low HP. I think the only time that didn't happen was with the Super Baby 2. That introduced us to the 1,000,000 HP. That was crazy. I still can't believe they did that for a Clash. I mean, it was kind of interesting doing it gauntlet style, I guess, but It still took a very long time, and very little rewards for the amount of time it took, too. There we go. Alright, so Rildo is down, as expected. Again, these first two stages are nothing compared to the rest of the fights, so that's why we make sure we always do our lower free-to-play teams first. Alright, so that brings us to our next event. We cleared level 1, and that brings us to level 2, where we start off with the Tech Nail. So, same thing with Nail, he can be stunned, or he can be sealed, but not stunned, and both attack and defense lowered. So for this one, we're actually going to use our Ginyu Force. Ginyu Force is in a little bit of a better place compared to some of the other free-to-play teams. So, and it's mostly due to the increased leader skill for Clash. That's really what it is. All right, so we're actually going to put the Ginyu in front. We're going to grab that because Birder benefits from more orbs, so perfect. Although I think he's better in slot 1, but that's fine. All right, excellent. So yeah, Ginyu in front was the right call. Beautiful, and we get the seal. We get no additional super, but now we don't have to worry about a super from Nail here. Perfect. All right. Ooh, yeah. Yeah, good thing we floated off Birder. Okay, so let's put the LR in front. We'll actually put him so he can get get the seal on. Well, actually, I don't really think it matters. We are taking the normal, and I'm pretty sure Fizz Ginyu Force is going to take Nail down here. There we go. All right, so our free-to-play teams have been, our older free-to-play teams have been used up on the easiest of stages, and now we jump into where the difficulty tends to increase. So with the pan here, we're going to run our last full free-to-play team, and that is the Saiyan Saga team. So we'll utilize these two as our lead, and then the rest of these guys. So this is a full free-to-play team. Again, always recommend you guys do this for the first couple of stages, because it will give us the greatest advantage of being able to use our more powerful characters towards the end. Dang it, Chaozu. Alright, yeah, so you can see she can't be attack and defense lowered. She can only be sealed. And we don't really have a good option for slot 1 because, well, I mean, I guess we could risk Chaozu's... Oh, he can only dodge in the third slot. Yeah, what about Yamcha here? Okay, launch this episode to attack. Damage reduction rate 70% when 50% or less. Okay, so I'm guessing Tien then is our best choice then, huh? Yeah, okay. Wow, okay, that was actually a horrible start. Wait, let's see this again. Launches additional attack, second or third. Yeah, okay, he's gonna be better off. Alright, so we'll grab that with Tien, because he does benefit from the added orbs, plus the damage reduction key spheres. Would have been nice to have him next to Chaozu, because then he could get the... Oof. Okay, but at least it wasn't a super. There we go. Okay, Tien just bye-bye. Okay. Yeah, this is honestly the best free-to-play team. Excellent. Okay, so Pan is down for the count. We have our free-to-play teams used up. Easy Dragon Stones for simply using teams that anybody can get, you know, for free. You just got to grind them out. All right, so into the first true category challenge, and that is against the STR Super Saiyan Cabba. He can't be stunned. He can't be attack and defense lowered, but we can seal him. So I decided to have a little bit of fun for this one. The category for this challenge will be Universe 6, and again, 2 free-to-play units minimum on the team is the goal. So we're going to run these 2 as our lead. We have our 2 free-to-play units, and then the rest of the team here. So this is our Universe 6 team that we're going to be utilizing against the Cabba here. Again, 2 free-to-play units minimum is the goal, right? If we can increase and do more, we will, just to add a little extra to the challenge, but I feel like this should be good. Alright, so that is not what I want, but I mean, I guess we don't have to have the full 24 key. As long as we can get her 6, that's really all that matters. Perfect. Okay. Excellent. And since he is Universe Survival Saga and he is Pure Saiyans, they are going to have some added buffs. Honestly, yeah, I was going to say, I'd be surprised if they themselves didn't kill. There we go, we get the additional super, and this might just do it right here. Oh, so close. Oh, but yeah, okay, this definitely did it. Yeah, so, like I figured, LRKO and Caulifla do the trick. Alrighty. Excellent. So that takes down a stage, or level 2, and that moves us on to the final level, level 3. Perfect. Alrighty, so, let's see here. Okay, so we get those. Ooh, that was 5 Dragon Stones. Nice. Alright, so level 3, we're going to kick it off with the Gohan here. So, Gohan can be stunned. He can, he can't be stunned, but he can be sealed. He can evade, and he has damage reduction. So, for this one, we're going to run Demonic Power. Here we go. Alright, so we're going to have him and Slug as our lead. We're going to bring this guy, so this is our free-to-play unit. We're going to bring Ma Jr. and then these 2. So for this one, we actually have 3 free-to-play units helping us out. And then, let's see, we need a couple other... This one. There we go. Perfect. So almost this entire team is free-to-play, but a good majority of them do have the added bonus of being... tech type, so we'll see how this goes. There were a ton of ways this could have went to benefit us, and none of them worked. Okay, does he need key spheres? Honestly, it's been a minute since I used him. Let's take a look here. Extreme class, blah, 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 blah. Characters belong to demonic power. Da, 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 per demonic power. No, he doesn't. Okay, so I guess we just take that, then... And then we do that, which opens up... Well, actually, the LR kind of wants to be in front. But I also want to keep the AGL on too. Oh, I guess it doesn't matter. Nice. Okay. Alright, we do tank here. Oh, that's right. He has that silly little ability. There we go. Okay, the attack lowering worked. Alright, we get an additional super out of LR Demon King Piccolo. Ooh, that's tough. Oh, double super, though, with the... Okay, we're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. Okay, and while we are getting the buff here, and our buff can actually deal big damage to Gohan, the buff is also damaging Gohan. Because... Or is also going to hurt us because Gohan is demonic power, so he's also getting an added benefit from the domain here, but that's okay. We should be okay. Yep, there we go. And I think Slug stuns, but I mean, obviously Gohan can't be stunned, so it doesn't really make a difference. Beautiful. Okay, we get another one. So I actually got my Slug up to 79% on the Cell Summons. Crazy how bad that went. We rainbowed 2 copies of like other units there and didn't touch Got one cell out of everything. That's kind of crazy. We haven't had luck like that in a while. Oh, there we go. There's his stunning super attack. Alright, well, we got Piccolo Jr. here. Perfect. And an additional super. Nope, that's not a super. Oh, wow, really? We did one super? Mr. I can do 1,000 supers in a turn. We did one? Alright, well, at least Glorio wraps it up. Okay, there we go. So, Gohan is down with demonic power and a mostly free-to-play team. I think that's actually our biggest free-to-play team that we're doing for this challenge. So for the next one, this is going to be interesting. Can't guarantee that we're going to win here, but against the Garlic Jr., right, can be both sealed and stunned. So we're actually going to have a little fun here. We're going to go with Youth for this one. Now, we are going to use the Kid Goku as our lead. Both Kid Gokus, actually, for that matter. And then we're going to bring this. And then we're going to bring Gotenks. Let's see here. And then the Trunks, this guy, and nope, not you. This guy, there we go. So we have our two free-to-play units here through the Int Gohan and the Fizz Trunk. So let's go ahead. Let's jump on in. Yeah, that sounds about right. Okay, well, let's do that number. Alright, we get our 7 with Kid Goku, and then we'll send these guys off. Oh, the Fizz Trunks is coming on, though. Okay, maybe we should have left them. Well, it is what it is. Alright, nice thing is Chi-Chi attack and defense lowers, so that's kind of why we brought her here. We got a few stunners and sealers here on this team, too. In fact, our two free-to-play units can both stun and seal. There we go. Where's that super attack, though? That's what I'm a little worried about. Nice. Okay. Doesn't matter. I think this is the easiest time I've ever had getting through Garlic Jr. Okay. So, Youth does the trick. Perfect. Alrighty. So, now that brings down half of Stage 3. Again, we utilized demonic power and youth for the first two. So for this one, we're going to go ahead and we're going to do Majin Buu Saga against the Evil Buu. I do like using that team for this one. So our Majin Buu Saga setup is going to utilize the Goku and this, and then our two free-to-play units are going to be this guy and this guy. And then we're going to have this and Hercule and the 18. Perfect. So this is our setup here. So we got 3 free-to-play units actually for this setup. So let's do it. Ooh. Alrighty, so just double checking. Yeah, okay, attack and defense, all that stuff he can do here. Perfect. Okay, so let's put him in front. So hopefully either him or the 18 or somebody gets a stun here, and we can just kind of breeze through this. And there it goes. Okay, so the rest of this is just coasting then. Perfect. We get another super. Excellent. So the main reason we brought 18, even though she doesn't really support this team, is that she is on Majin Buu Saga and she is Fizz type and she has that stun. In case we didn't get Goku on turn 1 like we did. Alright, so this Goku is our free-to-play unit. one of them. We get an additional normal. And an additional super. Oh, but he dodged. That's right, he has the ability to dodge. Alright, so now let's kind of like pop him over this way. Let's do that. Got that with Goku. Ooh, okay, maybe we shouldn't have grabbed all that. I mean, I guess it doesn't really matter with him floating in slot 3 there. Perfect. Gotank's gonna do his thing. Although without getting hit, he doesn't do all that much damage. Well, I mean, for Battlefield, that's a lot of damage. Okay, so, I mean, it's possible, depending on how many supers Kid Goku, or Fizz Goku decides to throw out, we could potentially just finish up here. Although if we don't, it'll be nice if this dude grabs the stun. He does not, but we finish. Okay, excellent. So, stage 3 of level 3 down, and onwards and upwards to the extreme good Buu. Now for this one, I'm going to go with another team. I felt like, you know, since it is Buu, right, well, let's go with Hybrid Saiyans from like when Gohan first fights. So this one is going to be a little bit different here with the team setup. So we're going to run Hybrid Saiyans, but only on a 170 because I'm going to save some of our other Hybrid Saiyans for a different setup. And who was our other one? I think, yes, he was our other one. Okay, so actually, real quick, I need to pause the video and awaken that pan. Alrighty, so we fixed our team, we got it set up, and we're going to go ahead and we're going to hop on in here to the STR good Buu. Now, he can be, like the other one, he can be attack lowered, defense lowered, sealed, and stunned. And so I actually haven't used this pan. We need to check her out. High chance of evade, blah, blah, blah. When the target enemy, okay. Can she seal? Oh, she can. Perfect. Okay, so if we can proc that dodge, the rest of this rotation is set. So let's actually do that. Alright, because if we proc the dodge, then we get the seal. There we go. Nice. Okay, she does take double digits here. So if she gets the seal, Gohan could possibly get the stun. There we go. Look at that. Beautiful. Actually a really good free card. Oh my goodness. Triple super. There we go. Alright, and then now maybe Gohan gets a stun. If not, at least we're sealed and we got nothing to worry. Actually, it's probably best if he doesn't get these. Okay, he doesn't. Oh, wow. That's a lot of damage. And the good news is, I think that dropped us below, so he procs his damage reduction. Oh, no, not quite. Alrighty, so let's put him here. Let's grab that with STR Gohan. And boom. Okay, so these guys should be able to get, the Goku and Gohan should be able to get another seal. Tech Ultimate Gohan is just going to do what Tech Ultimate Gohan do, hopefully. Unless this decides to be one of those runs where Tech Ultimate Gohan doesn't. He does get the attack lower, which will help. Excellent. We get another super. Okay, so this decided to be one of those turns where he'd do. Perfect. Oh, you know what? I think STR Gohan here can stun. It's possible we can get the stun off of him. We do not. We do get an additional super, though. Now, remember, he builds up for double for every super that he does. There's the stun. So he could have launched 4 supers, and we decided to go for 2 today. There we go. We get double seal, double stun. Perfect. Alright. Our strongest unit decided today was the day he was not going to do anything. Okay, guess we do that. I mean, I doubt we're coming back to this rotation at all, but screw it. Let's just go. Okay, so Pan's going to get the seal here. Oh, you know what? I think she raises attack infinitely, right? Yeah, she does. She's an attack stacker. I totally forgot about that. Okay, nice. Gohan gonna do his thing. No stun again. No additional super. I mean, not bad considering this guy's on the 170 here. Beautiful. We get another one. Yes, perfect. Oh, no. Okay, really? This is how it's gonna be. Okay. Well, let's do that number. Not even gonna bother standbying him, because, I mean, this is over. That's no point. We can't grab that, though. Alright, and of course we do know he's not gonna seal because or he's not gonna attack because he is sealed. I find it funny that AGL Pan is at a higher attack stat than this guy. Very good. Okay, so there we go. So Buu Saga down with our hybrid Saiyans team. Again, utilizing at least 2 free-to-play units on every team. And it seems to have worked out so far. So time for the final boss here against the Metal Cooler. So if we just actually back up real quick, we can see that he has evasion, which I think is like 15%, damage reduction HP, but he can be sealed, stunned, attack lowered, and defense lowered. So we're going to begin with the Movie Heroes team for this challenge, as I do find it's the best and easiest way to run it. And we're going to run these guys. So our 2 free-to-play units are these 2 guys right here, because they have some unique abilities that can help us out. We're going to bring the Tech God Goku for the sealing. We're going to bring these guys for the attack and defense lower, and then we're going to bring this STR Videl as our 3rd free-to-play unit. So let's go ahead, let's hop on in here to the Movie Heroes team against the Metal Cooler. Oh, we could not have asked for a better setup. Okay, so what we need here is to get that, because he needs the rainbow orbs. Perfect. Okay. Oh, that did not land the way I wanted to. Hopefully they get an additional super. We might die. Okay, there's the super. I love how, for whatever reason, the boss super attack effect here is so messed up that it makes our characters look really small. Okay, perfect. And now God Goku survives, and God Goku gets the seal. Getting the seal early on is very, very helpful for this fight because it prevents Cooler from building his attack. Cooler builds attack with every super he gets, and he can do like 4 or 5 in a turn. So the more we're able to do to prevent him from doing that, obviously the better it is for us. So getting God Goku to get the super attack right away prevents him from doing that. So that means characters like the STR Gohan and Videl there, who, you know, we aren't going to be able to super with unless we get a hidden potential additional, they'll be a little bit safer. Although they might still take some damage here, being no links and no super attack. Perfect. Oh, nice. They have a seal on their passive. Okay, I mean, they don't take that much damage, but had Cooler super, they definitely would have. Cooper. Ha, I said Cooper. Alright, let's go ahead. I mean, it's a short event. We may as well. Let's stand by these guys here. There we go. We get a nice big attack stat there. Let's get that with him. And let's grab that with these guys. Perfect. I mean, pretty much the gods and God Goku are going to do the big damage here. Yeah, I feel like Movie Heroes is probably one of the best teams to utilize for this fight because there's a lot of sealers, there's a lot of stunners, and there's a lot of attack and defense lowers. And since it is movie bosses, right, and it's still within the range that you can actually utilize God Goku effectively. So if you have Tech God Goku, he's really good. I know a lot of people tend to struggle with this fight. He's a really good option to help if you are struggling with this fight. Perfect. Now, I'm a little bit worried about Videl. I don't know. I haven't used her since last Worldwide. Okay, I mean, that's not terrible. That could be much worse. Okay, no seal, though. We just gotta kind of hope that that first attack isn't a super, really. Alright, let's grab that. Perfect. And now we're golden once more. Now, I'm not sure about the defense on that Gohan, though, post-super. I feel like it should be okay, but he also has the ability to dodge, and since we're on a full Movie Heroes team, his dodge is at maximum, which means we should, in theory, be okay. There we go. Perfect. Yeah, being able to get the 24 key with the gods is extremely helpful. Perfect. Oh, there goes that 15%. Wow, he procced it twice. That's not good. Oh my goodness, dodge. There we go. Come on, dodge, dodge. Are we going to lose? Oh, thank goodness. I thought we were going to lose there. Alright, so here's what we do. We take this. Yes, with Gogeta. We let Gogeta get a super. Alright. And I don't want to risk it. Let's just do the finish effects. If we kill, I mean, great. If not... Oh my goodness, we didn't get the crit. No! Oh no, we might be in trouble here. Okay. Okay, but well, okay. He can't super us. Gogeta's guard is still up. The trio is going to attack and defense lower. And this time, the Gohan and Videl are actually going to super. Okay, no. Actually, he's dead. He's dead. If Gogeta doesn't kill here, the trio will. And Gogeta gets the killing blow. We never even got to transform him. There we go. Alrighty. So there is our category challenge this time around. We mixed up the categories a little bit, added a fun little twist of utilizing free-to-play units to make this a little more challenging, as well as hopefully this helps some of you guys out here for how to beat the event. I know it's not the easiest, or it's not the most difficult event, but I know many players, especially if you're a newer player, are not necessarily struggling with the event, but more so you don't have the teams to build. So hopefully showing you that, you know, you can build basically half your team free to play and still get away relatively good as long as you play to the stunning and the ceiling that you can do at each stage. As I said before, with the with the timestamps in the description below. I will also add the categories that we will use on each stage. So guys, that is it for the video. If you like the video, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to the channel if you have not already. And in the comments down below, let us know, how did you do on the category challenge? Did you try it with the free-to-play units? If you increased the number of free-to-play units on your team on any of the challenges, let us know. Would love to hear the teams you ended up coming up with in the comments down below. Otherwise, guys, as always, thanks for watching, and aloha.